Assalamualaikum everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day and had a great holiday. So today, we're gonna get back into what we talked about. We talked about calendar. Last week, we did days and months. That's our review portion. So days and months, we talked about what day is it, what month is it, your birthday, when is your birthday, we never really we'd said how many days are in a week and how many months are in a year. We didn't talk about the year part, so let's talk about the year part. So the year part, we did week, year, plan. That's what the big question is. How many? We're gonna start with how many. That's numbers, okay? So how many days are in a week? So how many weeks are in a month? We'll start with that. How many weeks are in a month? So to answer that question, you gotta go with there are. You have to take this R in here and you have to put it over here next to there. There are, circle. There are. Then we have to take what? We have to put a number here. Number, okay? We put a number. So, weeks. We're talking about weeks, right? So there are 4 weeks in, right here, if the answer's here, in a month. Okay, in a month. So, go ahead, let's look at that. Let's look at the board. There are 4 months in a week. 4 weeks in a month, sorry. So, when we talk about that, there are 4 weeks in a month. Usually that's normal. 3 to 4, there's a rare 5 sometimes, but that's how it is. So how many? We need a number each time. Next one is, we got how many, we did weeks. Now we're gonna do how many years are in a decade. So a decade. I'll just tell you, your mom's era might be 70s, 80s, 90s, or your dad's or your grandpa, or further back, 50s. So, how many years are in a decade? Decade is 10. Okay? So, there are 10 years in a decade. Okay, there are 10 years in a decade. The same look. Are in a. Let's look at that again. We have how many weeks, we have how many years. Similar answers, just different things, okay? And the last one I'm not gonna write out, but I'm gonna write out part of it. How many days are in a year? It's a big, big number. How many days are in a year? There are 365 days in a year. So there you go. Look at it again. Look at the board. Okay. Good? All right. That's how many is a number. So that's how many. A day is day, week, year. Okay? That's how many questions that we're going over right now. So let's go move on. Okay? Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next one. All right. So we did how many? We counting the days, months, and years. Okay? Now, we're going to answer the next part is the years part. We're still going over the years. Okay? We can say weeks. Second week, first week, second week, third week, fourth. Let's do years. Okay, let's start with this year. What year is it? What year is it? You're going to take the it is and switch it. It is 2000, like this. 2000. You take the 2000, right? If this was rupiah, 2000, and then you add the 20. 2020. That's how you would say it. And this is how it would look altogether. Okay? This is how it looks, right? It is 2020, or you can say the year is, or the year is 2020. Okay? Simple. That's easy. You guys are in the 2000s. Here you go. Let's look at the board. Alright. It is 2020, or the year is 2020. Alright. So, now that we get that, we've established that. Now we have to go through all the years. If you're 2000s, easy. 2000 to 2020, it's 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, whatever year, 2015, 2016, easy, right? Now, we're going to get the hard stuff, the hard ways to say it. We're going to get 19. You go 19, the number 19, and you go 19, and you have two numbers here, 1990, 1980, 1970, 1960, 19, all the way when you go to 10. You go 1990, 1980, 1910, all the way to 10. These we use for when we answer the question, what is your parents' grandparents? Let's go with grandparents as well. Grandparents, family, any family. What is your parents, grandparents? What is I messed up that. When were your parents born? So we have to ask that question, born. What's born? Born is, okay, let's look up at the board first. Born is your birthday. Anytime you talk about birthday, this is the birth year, when you were born, the first time you were born. Birth year. This is for your birthday, for your parents' birthday. It'll show how old you are and show how old they are. Okay? So when we're doing that, when were your parents born? You'll answer my parents. Your to my. My parents were born what? Not, it could be 1980, 1990, anything like that. My parents were born in you know, 1980, 1990, 1985, 1984. You just say it with a number. So if it's 84, 85, 86, put a number. Okay? All right. So we went over how to say it. That's how you say the years. So last part we're going to talk about. Okay. Last part we're going to talk about today is the plan. Okay? The plan. So when we're talking about planning, we're going to plan a surprise party. We're going to plan something, okay? So I'm going to put something up here, and we're going to, talk about the plan, okay? But first, I have to tell you the wrong way of saying those years are 1990. Those are right. The wrong is 1990. Wrong. That's wrong. Okay. So now we have a plan. Okay. The plan is. Here's the plan. We write a plan. And we talk about. What year is it? Plan. What do you want to do next week? What do you want to do next week? These are things you want to do. Okay, you're going to list off. So let's make a list. Okay, here, let's look at the board. What do you want to do next week? Okay? All right. Okay. So, what you want to do next week? You'll say, I want to, and we're going to make a list instead of I want to do. We'll make a list of things you want to do next week. So next week, I want to play what? Video games. Hang out with my friends. And go to school. There you go. Go to school. All right, let's look at the board. Okay, what do you want to do next week? I want to play video games, hang out with my friends, go to school. That's the plan for next week. Okay? All right. Okay. All right. So we have the plan for next week. Now we talk about next year. Just replace the week that we put. What do you want to do next year? This one will have more things you want to do. We just replace it. Now we do things that we want to do. I'm going to do like 3 things. 1, 2, 3. Next year, I want to go surfing. I want to go surfing. I want to go to Singapore. Let's just say Singapore. I want to learn English. There you go. Some things you want to do. Okay, let's look at this again. Again, what do you want to do next year instead of next month? All right? What do you want to do? These are things you want to do and you like to do and you really love to do. Okay? So, you know, we talked about when you were born. We talked about what you plan on doing in the weeks. And yeah, that's pretty much the year. There's more to talk about. There's always more to talk about with the year. But that's all for today. I hope that you guys are having a great day. Assalamualaikum. Bye everyone. I'll see you next time.